Alright, so we all set up, ready to go?
Can you see yourself?
I can see myself. Can you see everybody see
Scott?
yourself? I think we're all in here.
You don't have to be in the shot because it's wide.
Yeah.
You'll get the extra
It's
frames on the side.
wide
Do you really?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Alright, we're ready to do this
No.
podcast, guys?
No. No.
We're ready to record?
No.
Alright.
No.
Welcome to Id Figures, the Poi and Todd. Sorry, hold on.
Dan being Dan.
Oh, come on. It's been a long week. We'll just do it over. Welcome to Id Figures, the toy and action figure podcast on PopCultureNetwork.com. I'm Pixel Dan.
Scotty Cash.
Stina.
You're Lord Killing.
Ding dong!
And I'm not.
All right, awesome. So we got a great show lined up for you guys today. I guess we'll go ahead and start things off with the toy news, right?
Where's the toy news?
What'd you do with it?
I didn't get the toy news. I thought...
No.
No, you always get the toy news.
You always
Dude,
get
I
the toy
steal
news.
the toy news from you for the news desk. I don't have anything. Now.
Okay, you're right. I'm sorry. I totally slacked on this one. I'm sorry.
First day, I guess.
All right.
Wow.
Sorry, folks. Sorry.
Okay, we can still get through this. We can still put together a show. Why don't we just go ahead and skip to the fan questions? We'll read the fan questions.
Oh, we're doing that now?
Yeah.
Fan questions.
Yeah, the fan questions.
Where are the fan? Did you get them?
Where would
Wait,
they
are
be?
they texting
No,
us now?
guys, no. I started a thread on the forums for fan questions.
Oh, the invisible thread you forgot to start this morning that doesn't exist.
No,
Is that
look,
the one you're talking
look,
about?
she's gonna look it up right now. I
Okay,
totally
look.
started that thread.
And no thread.
No thread.
There's no thread there.
There's nothing there.
So is this like today? Or...
No, I must have just it
Are
slipped
you
my
thinking
mind.
about last week?
I totally forgot to start
You
it.
want to re-answer last week's questions? Is that what you're going for?
Look, I'm sorry, guys. I'm a little overworked. Okay, why couldn't you guys do it? Why couldn't you get it?
Because you do it. That's your job.
What? So you guys just expect me to do everything around here? Really?
Seriously?
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
Yeah,
What's
pretty
the matter
much.
with that?
yeah.
We do this thing where you give
Oh.
us...
And I just do everything.
Yeah.
I do everything?
That's your
Yes.
job.
Look, maybe I just don't want to do everything all the time, alright? Maybe I'm just done doing everything all the time. Look, get out of the way. I'm out of here.
Maybe he's not done freaking out. Wow.
Communication?
Can we be friends?
Submitted for your approval, Pixel Dan, an individual of import, and the inspiration behind the internet entity known as the Pop Culture Network. Heading up a hub like the Pop Culture Network is a deed of drastic demand, and our poor pixelated pal has been pushed to the brink of his sanity, lashing out at his legions of loved ones. Fighting with friends is far from fun, and warring with your wife, way worse. This enchanted evening will mark the beginning of Dan's deterrent example into the dangers of misplaced aggression. He best take his seat, for class is now in session in the trade school of the Twilight Zone. Getting close to a year ago, I did a That New Toy Smell review of Biff Bang Pow's first 3 series of Twilight Zone figures. Here we are in 2011, and as promised, we have been treated to more figures from the iconic 1959 TV series. All of the 2011 Twilight Zone figures were first made available at San Diego Comic-Con. Once again, a series as it relates to this line consists of only 2 figures, so there really aren't actually all that many of them. They again come on blister card packaging. The fronts are identical except for the character name and the episode they appear in. Present are face shots of all of the 2011 lineup. The backs are also identical to each other, featuring a huge display of all the Twilight Zone figures from 2010, 2011, and the ones to come in 2012. Attached back there is a holographic sticker with the figure's edition number, as these are technically a limited run. All of the figures use the classic Mego style bodies, which most toy collectors are familiar with, or at least aware of, so there's no need for me to undress and redress each of them. They're also all monochrome in color, which may seem dull to some, but to me is the perfect fit for the original black and white Twilight Zone show. The uniqueness is all in their head sculpts, their accessories, and some of their real fabric clothing. The first figure we'll look at from Series 4 is a huge one in terms of pop culture impact: Henry Bemis. The bullied bookworm banker Bemis was originally portrayed by the late Burgess Meredith in the irony-laden episode Time Enough at Last. The Henry Bemis figure wears a suit similar to the one he wore on the episode. The suit is actually much simpler than one might think. The shirt and blazer are held together by Velcro, although in a nice bit of detail there actually are buttons and fake pockets sewn onto the blazer. Bemis's tie is actually attached via an elastic band instead of having to actually tie it, thankfully. There's nothing of note about his slacks, which are fastened with a button. His shoes are gray and made of soft plastic, and are the exact design of all of the adult men's shoes in the line. One point that surprised me is that Bemis's thick glasses are actually not removable. I'm unsure if this was a way of skirting getting the rights to do an actual Burgess Meredith sculpt or what, but those glasses are glued on tight. Appropriately enough, Bemis comes with a single-piece stack of books for his accessory. The other Series 4 figure is Dr. Bernardi from the episode Eye of the Beholder. On the show, the actor beneath all that monstrous makeup was William D. Gordon. Not that you could possibly tell what he actually looks like out of character. The Bernardi figure is simply dressed in white medical scrubs. Like Bemis's shirt, the top has buttons attached on the outside despite actually being held on by Velcro. His uniformly styled shoes are black. That freaky face sculpt is spot on to Bernardi's appearance on the show. The only item he comes with is his stethoscope. The problem with it is that it's a solid plastic piece and does not lay flat when Dr. Bernardi wears it around his neck. You can put it up at his ears, but how many doctors walk around with their stethoscopes like that? Even in the Twilight Zone. Moving on to Series 5, we'll start with the Invader figure from the episode The Invaders. The Invader was actually one of a few automated invaders who were not portrayed by actors. There was but one cast member in Agnes Moorehead, who never speaks an actual word for the entire episode as she staves off these tiny intruders. Making a good-looking invader in the form of a Mego-style figure was clearly no easy task, but they did the best they could, and we still get a pretty cool toy in my opinion. The Invader is shorter, so it clearly uses one of the smaller bucks, like those used for Willie the Dummy and Talkie Tina from Series 3. However, I can't verify what's actually beneath the clothing without breaking the hard plastic head and torso piece that's glued together over the body. It's fine with me though, as I don't normally like to do a lot of dressing and undressing with these figures anyway. Besides, the piece looks cool and is accurate enough to the Invader from the episode. The best they could do for the limbs was a reflective cloth spacesuit with metallically painted hands and shoes. Perhaps it's due to all the hard plastic used for the space armor, but the Invader unfortunately comes with no accessories like the weapons it used in the episode. Also a part of Series 5 is actually a character from one of my absolute favorite Twilight Zone episodes of all time. Will the real Martian please stand up? It's the Venusian, portrayed by Barney Phillips. The short order cook, aka the Venusian, has on the same clothing he wore in the episode. The shoes and slacks are nothing we haven't seen, but up top he has a button-up white shirt with a sewn-on bow tie under a cardigan sweater. The Venusian also wears a tied-on apron and a cook's hat, which is removable to reveal his third eye as it was done in the show. The Venusian comes with no other items, but he's packed not wearing his hat, so call it an accessory if you wanna. As opposed to a 6th series of 2 more figures, Twilight Zone fans received the first 2-in-1 figure from the line. Basically, we get a William Shatner Mego figure with 2 sets of clothes to match each of his roles in the Twilight Zone. In fact, Biff Bang Pow boasts that the head sculpt on the figure is 100% William Shatner approved. The figure is packed out in his window box as the aviophobic salesman Bob Wilson from the legendary episode Nightmare at 20,000 Feet. Bob Wilson wears a black suit that works the same way as the one Harry Bemis wears. Also part of his outfit is his watch that he wears on his left wrist. As for Bob Wilson's accessories, he comes with a plastic version of his newspaper he had, which actually contains a headline that could be a nod to another Twilight Zone episode. He also has a black revolver like the one he stole from the sleeping police officer as he attempted to put a permanent stop to the gremlin's antics. As mentioned, this is a 2-in-1 figure, so if you don't want to display yours as Bob Wilson, change him into his second set of clothes to make him into Don Carter from the episode Nick of Time. Don Carter's mode of dress is much simpler, wearing only shoes, slacks, and a polo shirt. Now I didn't notice until I got him in the short-sleeved shirt, but the William Shatner 2-in-1 figure actually has cut biceps, unlike the other figures in the series. Wonder why that is. However, his accessory is the most amazing one I've seen yet from the entire Twilight Zone line. It's the Mystic Seer fortune-telling machine from the episode. It's got the bobble-headed devil, coin slot, and everything that was printed on the actual Mystic Seer. It's too amazing. Of course, this leaves me with the dilemma of really loving the accessory of Don Carter, but also really wanting to display Bob Wilson with the gremlin from Series 1. So there's your look at the 2011 Twilight Zone figures from Biff Bang Pow. They fit in just fine with the first 3 series that came out last year. I know that Mego retro style is not a lot of people's favorite figure style, and it's not normally one of mine either. But as has been mentioned, it totally works for an old show like the Twilight Zone. No doubt there will be another episode in 2012 once I get my hands on all of the announced releases for the next 3 series of figures on the way. This is a line I have been waiting for most of my life, and I cannot recommend these enough to fellow Twilight Zone fans.
Maybe I was too hard on everybody last night. I should probably go to the store and apologize to everybody. Hey, Christina? Huh. She must have got up early. I guess I'll go find her and then I'll head to the store to apologize. Oh, hey, Christina, there you are. Hey, look, I want to go down to the store to apologize for last night, so you want to go with me?
No, do I know you?
What? Look, quit playing around. Of course you know me. You want to go with me or not?
I don't know you.
What do you mean you don't know me?
I don't know you. I've never met you before in my life.
What are you talking about? We're married. Look,
Don't-
look, where's your ring? Where's my ring?
I'm not married, and if I was married, I would not be married to a weirdo like you.
What?
I think I'll walk to work today.
What is going on here? Dirt, is that you?
What?
Hey, what are you doing out here?
Hey, buddy. Hey, man. You want to talk about Tron? Give me $1.
What?
Give me $1. Let's
Give
talk
me-
about Tron.
give me
I
No.
need money for food.
Look,
for
things
food.
are really weird today. We gotta get in there, and what is going on?
I want to talk about Tron. Give me $1.
Do you even know who I am?
Yeah, you're Mr. Give me $1. Now give me $1.
Dude,
I need $1 to buy boots. I don't even drink. I need money for food.
what are you even talking
Give me
about?
money
man?
for food. Get out of here, freeloader. I don't got time for the likes of you. I got stuff to do here. I have people with me. Jackass.
Man, things are really strange today. I guess I'll go inside and see if anybody else knows what's going on. Damien, you're never gonna believe what's going on. It's crazy out there.
Right.
Hey, dude, no, it's crazy outside. Hang up the phone.
Hold on.
Dirt's outside. He's drunk. He doesn't know who I am.
Hey, you
What?
can't be behind here.
What do you mean I can't be behind here?
I'm sorry, this is for employees. You're going to step over here, sir.
But I work here. What? Rick, come on! Ding dong, Rick! Skater die, Rick! Come on, Rick, you know who I am, right?
What are you talking about? The bubble, man. No dings on. Get out of the bubble.
Well, Scotty Cash! Scotty Cash, you're like my best friend, dude. You know me, right?
I'm your best friend. That's
You know
right.
me,
chill
right?
out, chill out. Step out from behind the counter,
No,
please.
step out from behind the counter. No,
Thank
dude.
you, thank
Scotty,
You good?
I'm good.
what are you talking about? You know who I am, right? You were the best man at my wedding.
You don't even have a ring on.
That's beside the point. Look, somebody needs to tell me what's going on, okay? Somebody needs to tell me what the heck is going on.
Sir, chill out. What's the matter?
What do you mean chill out? None of you guys know me. You are all my friends. You're my friend. You're my friend. You're my friend. You guys need to tell me what's going on.
You're making a scene, sir. You're going to have to leave.
Seriously.
Leave? I am not leaving. I am not leaving until I get answers. I am
Killen.
staying right here.
Killen,
I
call
am
the
not going
police.
anywhere. The police? No. You're not bringing the police here. I'm not going anywhere.
Move.
Nope.
You're gone.
Ugh!
Oh, look at that. He totally fell for it.
Wow.
Rick, get in here. Look at this. Look how he runs. Oh, it's comparison time.
I don't know. You guys think we went too far, or?
Oh, no.
No, let's keep messing with him. Let's keep messing with him.
Greg, Christina, come up here and see this. Come up here and see this.
Hold on, I'm gonna text his parents to get them in on this.
Oh, good plan. All right.
As Bertrand Russell once said, in all affairs, it's a healthy thing now and then to hang a question mark on all the things you have long taken for granted. Call it karmic retribution. Call it just desserts. Or call it vindictive friends who don't appreciate being yelled at. In any case, call it a valuable lesson learned by popular podcast personality Pixel Dan, taught to him in The Twilight Zone.
Suine? Is that you?
Oh, hey, dude. Hold on. Do I know you?